Not gonna lie.
Do I?
Yes. It always feels like a surprise.
There's nothing to even be like. We're good, bro.
What do you mean? You're gonna say there's nothing to be nervous about? There's a million people
Hey,
out there about to watch us.
drop the beat, dog. Drop the beat.
One, two, one, two, three.
Yeah.
Take a break inside your head to get a hold of yourself. But it's over now. I was missing everything and I forgot I felt. So many days I found, many questions I have I can answer myself. And I just don't know how to make it right. Instead I live with things I never would tell. Never tell. All the good and bad things quickly pass me by. I don't know what I miss till I open my eyes. And I can see it all. I can feel it all again. Hope I don't lose control. And repeat this all again.
And good evening, everyone. We're back for another episode of Both Ends of the Table. It is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty okay. Pretty okay. Can't lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do a quick fit check. Okay, let's peep the fit. Why don't you let everybody know what you're rocking today?
I'm rocking my standard work shirt.
Okay.
Tintech Plus, Garland, Texas. Come see us.
Nice. Oh,
No-
folks,
no-
wait a minute.
Nothing
You
special.
doing you
Golf
giving us
shorts.
the 360, huh?
I wanted y'all to see the back of the jacket because it's the coolest part.
We really couldn't see it.
That's tough.
You
Tragic.
you stood up and it came out of the camera.
Too
So
high. I see. I see. Here, let's try this again.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's try it again.
That's it.
Redo.
Take two.
Take two. Take two. Okay.
Got it brought there. Damn that
Oh,
shit.
972 362 tent, baby. Hit them up. I like it, man. I like it.
Okay.
The fit looks good.
Thank you. Thank you. Just standard golf shorts. What we're used to.
Yeah.
Got the Toms on. Nothing crazy.
Dang.
They're like Vans. They look like Vans with their Toms.
Yeah.
Some slight. It was a muggy day today. It was actually an ugly day. So,
It was an ugly day today, man.
but you look like you're wearing something interesting. So,
No, I'm just kind of in the Christmas spirit today. You know what I mean? Just rocking the old Grinch fit, right?
that's you're in the Christmas spirit with the Grinch shirt. It sounds.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
sounds. Yeah.
And then got my Santa hat right there, blowing the bubble. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
That's my boy right there.
There it is.
You know? Yeah, that's my dog. Me and
Oh,
him talk
Saint
from
Nick.
time to time, you know what I'm saying? Gotta holler at him for the kids, I do it for the kids. That's what it is.
Did the wife make that hat, or you got it?
Yeah, the wife made it.
That's pretty cool. Shout out.
Shout out to the wife, bro. Shout out to the wife.
Yeah,
You know?
you can go ahead and just send that to my work too. I'll pick it up there.
Yeah. But actually, you can get to her on Facebook, Love and Bee Boutique. And that's Loving Bee, Bee boutique.
Mm.
She is on Facebook. She's got herself a little group, so you can definitely go check her out. She's got a website. You can order all her stuff. She's got anything from hats to purses to shirts and jewelry, and you name it, man. She can pretty much get it. So
Nice.
yeah,
We'll make it
it's
easy.
pretty
Just hit
sweet.
the link right here. You got to insert it
Yeah,
after
yeah.
after
Just
when you
hit
do the
the
edit.
yeah, hit the link right there. Yeah, right. I don't even know how to do all that.
Soon.
I had to make a decision because it was either this one or I was gonna go with the matching Grinch hat, but it's pink,
Dude, that's
and then I got
sick. I'd rock the
uh,
fuck out of that hat.
and I got my little lights right there. You like that?
That's pretty cool. I like that
Pretty
hat.
sweet, huh?
That's pretty sweet.
I put it on and it didn't quite match with the red and
Red.
the pink.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't too
Yeah.
hip for me, so it wasn't getting it. So I just decided to go with the good old fashioned, Santa Claus blowing a bubble gum, whatever.
There you go. You never
So
go wrong with blowing bubbles.
no, never. Do you blow bubbles when you chew gum?
Huh? No, I don't.
No?
No.
Dude, so I remember as a kid. I remember as a kid, so like I was never really good at blowing bubbles
Hmm.
with my bubble gum, but my mom, she had like this weird like thing that she would do. So like she would be taking her gum and she would be like doing something inside her mouth with it, and
And
then
it go,
like she would chomp down on it and you would hear like little crack pops,
it go.
like yeah, like click 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 pop
So,
pop pop pop, and I'm like,
man,
how are you doing that? And she's like, I don't know, I'm just chewing my gum, like, and I just have a way that like I fold it. I don't think she
yeah,
can do it anymore, but I was like, I remember as a kid, bro, I was like so jealous that she could do that because I'm sitting there chewing my gum and I'm like, I can't figure this out.
the way we used to do it is like you know how you prep a gum, you prep the gum to where you're about to blow a bubble, like you stretch it.
Yeah, yeah.
So instead of blowing the bubble, you put it behind your teeth and you blow.
Uh-huh.
And the air is the pockets of air between your teeth and the gaps that start making that popping noise.
Well, see, but she
It
would
goes.
do that, but without like actually blowing out, closing it, pulling it back in, and chewing on it.
Yeah,
Like she
you
could
don't
just,
you don't have to do
yeah.
that. Like you just do
Okay,
all that in
okay.
your mouth. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
explaining like how you do it. It's pretty much the same
Okay.
thing, but you just do that
I
to the
gotcha.
and you just lay it in the back of your teeth, and you just like
So
you're trying to
the one
trying to
that I
call a dog
typically
over.
do is like I'll flatten the gum out and I'll put it in front of my teeth, and then I'll like kind of like suck the bubble in. You know, like how you used to do with like saran wrap. You used
Yeah,
to, yeah. I'll do that, but with my gum.
you like having that one ball in your mouth.
And those pops can get loud. Boys are
You
always
got me
like,
looking for
Dad,
gum
why?
now.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, man, now we're gonna do some gum tricks.
All
How
right.
about that
So
for a wacky Wednesday?
yeah, it is a wacky Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. But I got a quick question for you, and maybe everyone in the chat can also chime in too. But what is your preference of gum? What do you like to chew?
When I'm chewing gum, I'm a like a winter fresh spearmint type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm fancy, I like the cubes. Anything that's gonna
Okay.
give anything with a real strong pop, fresh burst, Arctic like an Arctic fresh. Those are great. Although I don't know if it's me, but you ever brush your teeth and then pop a minty gum in and it freaking hurts?
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
that before.
Okay, yeah. So I like those gums after, not after I brush my teeth, but throughout the day. That's something I prefer. But
Yeah.
I really don't. Man, I can't even tell you the last time I even bought gum.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just
Dude, I
gonna
have to.
I'm just gonna say my favorite gum is five, just because that's like the only gum I can name off the top of my head right now. Oh, Wrigley's,
That's
right?
your safe bet.
Yeah.
That's your safe bet. Yeah, yeah,
That's,
yeah.
but they fell off.
Absolutely. Five did fall off. They
Hard.
were hot. They were hot like
Whip.
I'd say like 2000 and 2008, 2009. They got like real
Okay.
hot.
I was about to ask you,
And
what was
then
your like your starting memory of when they came out? Yeah.
Five, I remember coming out when I was in high school when Five came out.
Yeah.
And I remember that was like the hottest thing on the block. Dude, like if you were a kid and you showed up to school with gum, you were almost like a kingpin drug dealer at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I
You were
mean?
the connect.
Yes, you were like on top of the world, and you better make sure that you had like a whole pack of gum with you because everybody's hands were going to be out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, let me get one. Let me get one. And I mean, you could damn near sell those things. That's how
I
hot it
did.
was.
I did.
Like, hey, you want a stick? $1 for a stick of gum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's
I was in fifth grade going to sixth grade when I remember they like starting like to pop. And you're going into middle school, now you have freedom. So my mom would drop me off and like I was getting dropped off at like one of the first kids in the morning getting dropped off because my mom had to be at work like
okay.
super early. So we were always like the first kids to get dropped off. Well, my buddy was the same way, so we would walk to Walgreens down the street after that our parents dropped us off. We would go buy five gum. We'll buy the 3-pack, and then we'll sell our gum. But dude, it had just dropped, and like one gum will last you half the day. You go to lunch, eat lunch, pop in another gum, and it lasts the rest of the day.
Dude, they
Now,
seem like they lasted forever, right?
yeah, now you're cycling through these motherfuckers like 30 minutes, 45 minutes of gum.
Oh
So
yeah.
dude, my
Flavor's
jaw starts.
gone.
Yeah, so like my jaw locks up a lot when I chew gum because how hard it gets. After a while, I'm just like, and then like I try to bite, and I feel like my jaw is on the line, so I can't bite down correctly anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot.
So then I gotta like try to adjust my jaw as I bite down to get make sure it's going down
Do you
correct.
have do you have like a natural overbite or no?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too.
So
Me too.
I think a natural overbite, like a slight overbite, is actually like natural. I think that's how it's
Like
supposed to be.
normal, right?
Normal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I thought too. Uh-oh. It said you stopped
A
recording for a
customer.
minute. I don't know what happened.
Oh man, a customer called. That is
Did
so
they really?
crazy. Yes. Can you imagine that?
Someone on the show probably called. Is that your
Right.
phone number? That's
Well,
on the
I
back of your shirt?
it goes to my phone.
No way.
Yeah.
Someone probably calls probably Cisco.
Right. No.
He's all, let me call this dude. Let me see how much this tint costs for my truck.
It probably was.
That's funny. I like to, so like today I've been getting extra a lot lately. That's kind of been like my go-to. But
Yeah.
like, those are for like on my long drives, bro. I'll chew gum just to kind of keep me awake. You know what I mean? Like it just keeps me active. And also too, like I feel like it just helps me kind of like stay focused on these long drives. But anytime that I can find them, because I don't really see them too often anymore, but watermelon bubblicious, bro.
Oh wow.
Watermelon bubblicious is probably some of the best bubble gum you can get.
Oh my goodness. Hubba Bubba.
I feel it. I feel like, dude.
Some Hubba
I
Bubba
remember
chewing gum.
I remember Hubba Bubba. Yeah, those were pretty cool. The little long tape
Oh,
ones.
bro, which one was it? The funny gum, the funny commercial. Which one used to have the funny commercial? Bubblegum. Bazooka Zooka Bubblegum.
I've never even seen it, I don't think.
For real? Bro, dude,
Yeah.
that oh my gosh. Yeah, that was such a I just unlocked a memory in my own brain. Or how about the hurry up, spit out your stride and chew another one.
Yep, that was a good one too.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's funny.
Gum was different back then, man.
You know what gum I never was a fan of?
What's that?
Big Big Red.
Big Red.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that cinnamon
spicy
flavored
that
gum.
cinnamon spicy gum. Mm.
I was never a fan of it, but everyone always had it for some reason. But dude,
Yeah.
you're talking like that's like late 90s, bro.
bro. No, that's still today. That's still out there, bro. That's my
Yeah,
grandpa's
but
favorite gum.
you don't ever see nobody with it. Like you don't hear anybody any chewing. You don't hear anybody like, oh yeah, hey, you want a big what is it called? Big red, right?
Yeah, it's a
You
big
want a
red.
big red gum? Like, no, you don't hear nobody say that. Like if somebody busts out a thing of gum, it's gonna be like Trident, Icebreakers, Five,
Oh,
Extra.
icebreakers. Those are
The icebreaker cubes are awesome.
yes, those are the ones that come in like the cup. And you pop them. Yeah,
That
those are
was a
the
good
go-to.
little. That was a good little. That was a good one. Yeah,
Mm.
that was like perfect too. You hit the thumb right as you went. Yeah, I
I've been
remember those
preparing
big
for that
red
moment my
gums.
whole life, dude.
I remember those big red gums.
Nasty, bro. I feel like they made my breath smell even more after a while. Now you just have like a hot, spicy cinnamon breath, like
Mm.
or juicy fruit. To be honest, I was never a fan of juicy fruit.
Real dude, I love the smell of juicy fruit,
It smells delicious,
bro.
but
Juicy
like it's
fruit
too
smells
way too
so
sweet,
good,
way too
and
sweet.
you know when someone has juicy fruit, bro. They open up a pack, bro. You'll
You get
stink up the whole
crisp.
room with it, and it smells so good, so good. I remember, shoot, man, I was probably shit, I don't know, 19 or 20 years old, something like that. It was after high school. I was getting my wife a Christmas gift and I was trying to figure out, what to get and was walking the mall, you know what I mean? Trying to just come up with some ideas and go walking past the perfume shop. And of course, they had people standing outside, sir, 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 come on, we got a sale, we got a sale. And I was like, you know what? Maybe perfume wouldn't be so bad. And anyways, so I go into the perfume shop and I find a perfume, and I swear to you, bro, I swear it smelled just like juicy fruit. And I told them,
Yeah,
I was like, what is this juicy fruit? And they're like, no, it's such and such. And I'm trying to think of the name. I think it was called Moschino, Moschino, Moschino perfume for women. I'm telling you, it smelled just like juicy fruit bubblegum. So I was like,
interesting.
huh, that's interesting. So I bought it and I gifted it to the wife. Bro, she loved it. She loved it. And she ran out of that shit quick. She couldn't get enough of it. So she was like, hey, wherever you got that thing from, I need you to get me another one. I'm already all out. I was like, are you serious? Like, it didn't even last her a whole year. She's like, yeah. She's like, I love this. And so I had to go back to the perfume shop. And so that was kind of like her selection of perfume, dude, easily for like 10 years.
That is crazy. Juicy fruit bubble gum,
Yeah, before I switched to like,
And that's how the boys were made.
yeah, right. Someone in the chat says double mint was the best. Double mint gum. I remember double mint used to be pretty good.
Double mint is good. Double mint was good. What, that was the blue one, right? Or was that the
No, I
green
think
ones?
that was green. They were white
Green.
and
Yes.
green.
Yeah, green. Mm.
It was like double mint, and people started talking about like double mint twins and all that stuff. And
You can never go. I feel like you can never go wrong with green or blue. Green or blue gum is always
glum.
glum. It's always
Yeah.
It's always a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
Bet.
Yeah. Use the hashtag bet on anything that you respond with. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be funny, right? But anyways, man, yeah, those are the days. Those are the good old days, man. That perfume smelled just like juicy fruit. Like I said, I got it for the wife for like 10 years straight. Now I don't think you can find it like anywhere. And I think that's why we stopped buying. I think that's why we switched over to like different perfume companies or whatever through Macy's or, some other crap. So what you got going on there behind the scenes? You getting some din din?
Yes, old lady just dropped off some dinner.
Oh, what was for dinner tonight, sir? What was on the menu?
I got chicken
Indulge us.
tenders. I got some fries, and
You sound like Cisco.
I got some mac and cheese. But it's all homemade.
Oh, okay. So it's not like Raisin Canes or nothing.
No, no, it's homemade, and she
It's
smothered
not.
it
It's
in.
not Tyson.
No,
I was about to say because
golden.
you sound like Cisco.
Golden? No, it's on a paper plate and everything, boy.
Mm. Yeah, you can't really see it, but man, it
Whatever y'all can
looks.
make up from that, just know it's all homemade.
Now the quick question is how does your wife make the batter for the tenders?
So she used egg yolk first, right? So she dipped in the egg yolk, and then she
Okay.
dipped it in the flour.
Okay.
But she seasoned it all. Now I don't know everything that she seasoned it with. I didn't pay
Okay.
attention, but I have an idea, and I know it has to do with a lot with chupacabra seasoning. So it
Okay.
usually comes out pretty smacking.
Mm.
Salt, of course, pepper. Um, yeah, so she dips it in the egg yolk, dips it in the flour that she made, all her little seasonings, and fries it.
Let me ask you something real quick.
Hmm.
How do you like your breading? Do you like your breading to be soft or do you like it to be like crispy crunchy?
That's actually a great question. Now I'm gonna give you my honest answer. I really don't. I really don't care. I love them both, but it depends how I'm eating it. Like
Okay.
if I'm eating it in a sandwich, I want it crunchy because I want to bite the
Okay.
soft. I want to bite the soft bread, or I want to bite the bread and then go through the get a
Yeah.
nice crunch in my sandwich. Regular tenders, I want it kind of soft. That's why I'm a big Cane's feller because Cane's really isn't too hard of a batter. It's
No,
pretty
it's
pretty
not.
soft, pretty mid. Um, so yeah, I guess I say I don't discriminate. I like them both, just depending on this on what I'm eating it with, I guess, and how it's being prepped out to me.
I got you. Well, I would say that that's a really good answer because I prefer, I don't have a preference of either or either, but there's just something about a crunch every time that you make like something homemade that's fried that
Mm,
just like it does it for me. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
if I'm making it at home, I want it to be crispy.
See, and my only thing against crunchy is usually it means a lot of batter, and I'm not really a big batter person.
Well, so let me enlighten you here real quick, sir. So may I make
Enlighten me.
may I make a suggestion next time
Is
that
that
y'all
is that
try to
how
do
it
some.
is that how it goes, Steven?
It's may I make a recommendation, but in this case I'm just
Nah.
suggesting. I'm just suggesting because you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But okay, I started making my chicken fried steaks like this. I started making my chicken fried steaks with the beer batter. And
Okay.
what I found out was is that the beer batter comes out with this amazing crunch. Hands down every single time you do it and it's super easy to make. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of flour and beer. So if you use 1 cup of flour, then you use 1 cup of beer. And you just it's a 1-to-1 ratio no matter where you go. But anyway, so you mix it all together. You mix the beer and the flour together as one.
Hmm.
And then all you do is you just dip it in there. And then you can actually wipe the like excess of the batter off to where
Hmm.
it's just lightly coated and then dump it in the fryer. And brother, I am telling you, it comes out so crunchy, so good. And then you
Do
can
you
also season the batter with whatever you want. So if you want to use your chupacabra sauce, or if you want to use Tony Satch or some, whatever seasoning you like, you pick what you like and you just
so
season the batter
how do you fry them now? Do you fry them all the way through like of
like
course
a
well
deep
done.
fry.
But no, like so how long like if you're cooking tenders, I think it's like 13 minutes, 14 minutes, something like that. Do you let it fry the full time or do you let it fry for like maybe 5, 6 minutes, take it out, let it sit, then fry it again for the remaining amount of time?
I would say that for me, frying is more based on like a touch and feel kind of thing. Not necessarily literally touching it. I mean that metaphorically, but it's like you kind of just, yeah, you kind of just have to like know. So for me, a lot of times is whenever it starts to float. You know what I mean? When anytime if you're deep frying, you dump it down into the oil,
Hmm.
it's gonna sink to the bottom, and then once it's done cooking, it floats back up to the top.
Correct. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of
But
like
like,
the typical
do,
rule of thumb.
but do you let it cook out the whole time? Because if I may make a suggestion to get an even a little better crunch, you let that bad boy sit for like 5 minutes, 6 minutes to where it gets just a little light, just a little slight color change. Lift it up, let the oil drain off of it a little bit, maybe a minute, dunking back in there for the remaining amount of time. Chef kisses, bro. Chef kisses.
Mm.
Cooking with the Bet Boys.
Yeah, the Bet Boys. I forgot about that. Right, that was a good little deal right there.
That was
The
the
Bet
Johnny,
Boys.
the Johnny. Shout out Johnny.
Where is he at tonight?
I don't know. Send him the link. He'll hop on here soon.
Yeah,
Just
so
send it
that
to his
that
phone. He'll pop up.
that's that's what I would suggest. Is I would suggest a beer batter if you like a good crunch. But
Mm.
what's your choice of dipping sauce tonight with those?
Dipping sauce. I think she just put ranch, just a little bit of ranch on there.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to eat healthy. So this
By
is
eating
like,
fried foods.
but it's healthy fried. It's not deep fried in like horrible like vegetable oils and stuff.
So what kind of oil did you use?
We use butter.
I think that's worse.
No, it's not. Kerrygold butter, all natural butter is way better
Oh,
than, yeah.
it depends
Because
on the type of butter.
it has to be real butter.
Yeah,
So
not country crock.
Kerrygold, yeah, yeah. Country crock. That's the brown tube that my grandma puts her beans in, right?
I don't even. Yeah, yeah. We use it as Tupperware down here in South Texas, baby. We use it as
Yeah,
Tupperware.
parquet.
Oh,
All
I
all
remember
that
parquet.
all that's just oil, just oil. But now real butter, like real milk butter,
Yeah.
is good for you. Yeah, you can fry your food in there, make your food in there, and it's a lot healthier than
No,
the
for
alternative.
sure, dude. So like, so one of the stores I went to go visit, right? The one of the managers, his wife is like German, and they just got married like a couple years ago, and so she's originally from Germany. They wanted to take a trip out there because she hadn't seen her family in a long time. So she goes, or they go on this trip. They go out for like 2 weeks over to Germany, and he comes back. I go and visit the store, and I'm talking to him, asking him about how the trip goes, and he goes, "Dude," he goes, "it was amazing." He's like, "And the food, even better." He's like, "Bro, all they eat over there is milk, butter, and cheese."
Mm,
He's like, everything is milk, butter, and cheese. Like, and everything's fresh. There's no pesticides, no preservatives, no nothing in anything that they cook. Everything's like homemade, um, whatever, right? So he starts talking about the food, starts talking about the health things and all that good jazz, right? Well, then he said he came back to the States and came to work, came back to work for his first day, goes to Whataburger and gets himself a burger to eat. It was the first food that he had back in the States since being out there. And
solid
he said he
choice.
felt he felt sick to his stomach as soon as he ate it.
Yeah.
He's like my body had already gotten adjusted to their foods over there of it being like so healthy. He's like, and I feel like what we have here in the States is so bad that my body recognized it almost immediately upon eating everything. He's like, I felt like shit.
Terrible, bro. That's so bad. That is so bad, but it's getting fixed. It's getting fixed. RFK
It
is
is
out there
getting
doing.
fixed. Yep.
He's out there
Shout
doing
out
his
to
thing.
shout out Bobby.
Shout
Shout
out,
out
Bobby.
Bobby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bobo, taking that
Bobby.
red dye out of my kids' Cheetos. Shout out.
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. No, he's doing a lot of great things, man. I mean, we're not a
Mhm.
political show by any means, but I think everyone can agree that health is a good
Wealth.
topic to always to discuss. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever side you pick and choose to be on, it's we all want to be healthy, and so yeah, I like what he's doing.
So you watch Rogan, right? You ever watched his you know who Mikey Musumeci? He's this young
No,
kid. He's one of the best BJJ practitioners in the world right now. I would say he's probably like 24, 25, shredded as fuck. All he eats is pizza.
but is it like a homemade pizza?
It's homemade pizza though, how they make it
Okay,
from Italy. He uses fresh Italian because he's Italian, so he uses like fresh Italian
okay,
ingredients. and stuff like that. He makes it homemade the way his grandma from Italy showed him. The way he, yeah. So that's all. He's also like super autistic, so he makes it and eats it every day. That's like his thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he's just super shredded, super good, like just one of the best out there. And it
Dude,
just goes to show you like the boy's getting his vegetables, proteins, and a little bit of grain, but it's healthy. And looking like it's not messing up his performance anywhere.
yeah. I would I would love that's like my all-time bucket list goal in life is to just go visit Italy. Like I've always wanted to go there. I
Yeah.
feel like I like truth like just we get a little personal here, bro. I feel like I belong there. Like
Why?
I feel like the Italian food is just like the best, but obviously I've only had it here in the States. But everyone I've talked to that's either been over there or just videos I've watched online, they talk about how the food over there is just so much better.
Yeah.
Like so much better. And like you eat their pasta, you don't get all bloated, you don't feel all stuffed and tired and everything like that. And I look at videos and I look at the people there and I'm just like, dude, like the Italian culture, I feel like just suits me well. I don't know why.
I could dig it. Have you learned how to make
But
your pasta fresh yet?
I haven't learned how to do that. I haven't tried it yet. I've watched numerous of videos.
Same.
But I've never
It seems
actually
so easy.
attempted to try it. Yeah, it seems so easy, but I've never actually attempted to try it.
Yeah.
One of these days I will. One
Destiny
of these
keeps saying
days.
that she wants us to wait until we can get a pasta maker or whatever it's called, noodle maker.
Like the shredder,
That one, that the thing that makes the pasta, that shape.
like the shape. Are you
Yeah.
talking
So
about
yeah,
like the ribbon pasta?
no, not the shape necessarily, the shape, but like I don't know. You put it through the thing, and then the pasta comes out all perfect.
Oh, like a KitchenAid.
Sure.
Y'all don't have a KitchenAid mixer?
Oh, we have a mixer.
The KitchenAid mixer?
I don't know if it's KitchenAid, but we have a mixer.
If you have the KitchenAid mixer, then you can just buy the attachment. It's like $60.
Oh damn.
And all
Hmm.
you do is you just screw off you unscrew the face of the mixer where it says
Mm-hmm.
KitchenAid. You unscrew that face and it plugs right in there.
Oh wow.
They're all interchangeable. They sell the attachments. You can pick it up at like Best Buy, Walmart, stuff like that. And they have the noodle one where you connect it, turn the thing on, and then once you lay out your dough, you slide it through that thing and it'll actually cut it for you.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the one that thing that makes the noodles. You just put it through, and then the noodles come out.
Well, it doesn't make the noodle. All it does is cut it for you.
It shapes the noodle.
I don't know that it shapes it.
What is it doing then?
It's just cutting it. That's all it's doing.
In a certain shape.
Well, they have the other attachment that can flatten it for you. So like you take your dough and you flatten it to the best of your ability, and then you send it through the little pocket, and it actually like all it's doing is it's thinning it down.
Let me just check out my boy Nick Giovanni and see what his he says. Do you watch him?
No,
You don't watch Nick Giovanni?
no,
Oh my goodness, bro, you're missing out. He's so good. He won Gordon Ramsay's like Iron Chef challenge. He's super like 24, 25, super young.
really.
Yeah, I have his seasonings. They're great. He has his own like salt brand. Osmo,
Mm-hmm.
bro,
Really good.
so good, super good, so good.
Hmm.
Oh man,
I
I'm
have
gonna
to
send
check
you
it
his
out.
profile. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
send
I'm
me
gonna
his
send you his
profile.
profile.
Send it to me on
Let's do it.
Facebook.
I send it on TikTok because I don't have it on Facebook.
Oh, okay. TikTok will work too.
I'm on the iPad. I'm limited on the iPad.
And by the way, folks, if you're new to the show, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, as that is the best way to support what we do here. We appreciate all the comments, we appreciate all the follows, the subscribes, Even on TikTok, you can catch us on TikTok. I believe the handle right now on TikTok is SJ187 with a slash bet BETT. You can check us out there on TikTok. We got a couple of videos on there, look pretty cool. So, dude, speaking of TikTok, that video is still going crazy.
The Shador one?
Yeah, I think it's
What
at
are we
like
at?
45,000 views or something like that. Or if not, it's getting close to 45,000 views. And we're still getting a bunch of follows from it too, which is nuts. I think we're pushing close to 500 followers just on that alone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that was really cool, man. Really appreciate all the comments and feedback that everybody gave, and a lot of support, dude. A lot of support that people have, for Shador Sanders. I know that's kind of going off topic here for a little bit, but man, I think it speaks volumes to just how much people kind of understand, but also didn't quite know the story behind what was really going on. And I think that that was really cool to be able to have this platform to shed light on something like that that a lot of people really didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe people out in Cleveland because they follow the team so closely, but when you can stretch it out to like a worldwide audience like that, it really gets people's eyes open and they start to realize, like, man, like, where else is that happening? You know what I'm saying?
42.4 thousand views. Right
Wow.
on. 4,606 likes. 444 shares.
That's
It's a lot.
crazy.
It's a lot of fours in here, bro. 491 comments, 427 bookmarks.
Interesting. Coincidence
It's
or
a
not?
four. It's a 4 minute take. I'm just kidding.
I think it's like close to 4 minutes. I
Dude,
think
it's
it's like
3 minutes and 55 seconds. You gotta add 4 seconds.
oh shit. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious
Go
how many
add five
fours are
seconds.
involved in all that. It's like
That's funny.
what if that right there just unlocked the whole algorithm? All the fours. Like all the ways that you're able to connect four to everything. That just unlocked the algorithm. What if?
Cheat
You know,
code.
I what I
I
what
found a
I've learned
glitch
through
in the
this whole
matrix.
process is that the way, what really helps you is the reposts.
Yeah, because
When
it
people
reaches someone else's audience.
exactly. Yeah, the reposts are what really help. And so it's like if we can get more of those, I think the better off we'll be. But what we really want is we want some subscribers on YouTube. That's what we really need to go for. That's what's going to help us out the most, I think, honestly. So, um, but yeah, the timing, the timing has to be right, my man. And
Yeah.
speaking of timing, um, I had a quick question for you, kind of deep,
Oh,
but
okay.
have you ever heard of the burnt toast theory?
No,
No?
can't say that I have.
Okay, so let me just get you the full because I don't want to mess it up.
What's the gist of it?
Well, I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to read it verbatim so that way you know.
Got it.
So, the burnt toast theory is a mindset that small, frustrating setbacks, like burning toast, can be signs of positive redirection or preventing bigger problems or leading to good things, acting like a quote unquote gentle nudge or minor butterfly effect. It's coping mechanism to reframe negative events, finding silver linings, accepting minor annoyances, and maintaining perspective to build resilience, suggesting that a delay could help you avoid traffic, meet someone new, or dodge a more serious issue.
Yeah, I know
So
exactly what
for
you're talking about.
so for example, and you probably a lot of people have probably experienced this, right? Because the common phrase that a lot of people use to reference the burnt toast theory, which they probably don't even realize that they're referencing that, is a lot of the phrases that you'll hear is like, oh, it's the universe universing.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah,
It's kind of like a coincidence type of thing, and so But for me, like I can recall back about 5 years ago. About 5 years ago, dude, I could have been involved in like a really ugly accident, like a
What
really
happened?
ugly accident. So I got up to go to work, and I was on my way to work, and I witnessed an accident happen literally two car lengths in front of me, right? Well,
Uh-huh.
the car that so I was driving down the freeway, it's a two-lane road, okay? So there's two cars and they're driving side by side like this. Okay. I'm in the left lane right behind the other car. Well, that car that was in front of me, we had met at an intersection coming out of the neighborhood I was staying in at the time.
Hmm.
And you know how when you come up to a stop and you're not sure who to go first, and so you like flash your lights like, "Hey, go." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, "Go ahead, you can go in front of me."
Yeah,
Okay,
both did it.
well, we had that kind of interaction. You know, it's kind of like when you're walking in front of somebody and you're going left and they accidentally go left with you, and then y'all like have that moment where y'all kind of run into each other. It's kind
Yeah.
of similar like that, but at stop signs. And so I told the guy, I was like, "Hey, go ahead and go." Like I flashed him, and so he goes in front of me. Well, I stayed with him all the way down the access road, all the way up to the highway. We jumped on the freeway together, and he's driving side by side with this car. Next thing I know, dude, this car to the right of him like spins out, and because it was wet, spins out and just like kind of tails off to the side. Well, he tries correcting himself. The car starts turning sideways, and then he just boom smashes right into the guy. And I'm slamming on my brakes, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm gonna cry. I thought I was gonna run right into these fools. Boom, they hit, they both separate, and it was like the Red Sea parted ways, dog. And I just went right in between them. And I just kept
What's
like the rest of my way to work, I just kept thinking, I was like, dude, if I would have never let that guy go, if I would have went first, that would have been me. I would have been driving side by side with that guy,
wow.
and he would be the guy behind me. So that's the burnt toast theory.
Yeah. I can't think of anything recent
In my
or even
mind,
off the
that's the
top of my
burnt
head.
toast theory.
I would say you got lucky. Well, it was close. The whole stop
I
sign thing. How long were you at the stop sign together? Is there a time limit on there? Just kidding.
no, no. But I mean, I'm just thinking about it, right? Like we were both following each other because we were just kind of going in the same direction. I have no idea who the guy was. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But it's just the thought of that. We pulled up to the stop sign together. We had that moment of like, okay, who's going first? I flashed my lights, say, hey, go ahead and go. He goes, and then literally 10 minutes later, this guy's crashed on the side of the road, and I was right behind him. So it's like the roles could have easily been reversed, and that could have
Yeah.
been me. And who knows what would have happened.
Man, I can't think of anything like that. I don't think I. Man, that's a tough one. I've had near death experiences like that exact same story you had. I experienced something very similar to that. I was about to ask you, were you in Houston when that happened?
No, I was in San Antonio.
Okay. So I have something similar, but not like that.
Okay.
Like the whole freeway accident. It just sounded so familiar. We were leaving Houston, and for whatever the reason, whenever we left Houston, it always freaking rained on me. Every time we left my girl's mom's house, it would rain. She lives north side Houston in the suburbs north side, so you got to go back through Houston, to go back to Corpus. Anyways, I'm getting to downtown Houston. I got my kids in the back, the two at the time, and it is pouring rain, bro. It is pouring rain. I can't see nothing. Like we could barely see like in front of us. I am so scared. Destiny's like pull over, but I'm over here like trying to keep it cool, like Miss like 007, acting like it ain't nothing. But inside, I'm dying of fear, bro. It was so scary. And she's like crying, yelling at me, and I'm just like, no, we got to keep going. Stopping right now is probably one of the worst things you can do. Blah 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 blah. And we're getting to like a little curve, a little turn on the freeway, just a slight little curve, dude, nothing crazy. And there's a Ford Fusion to the left of me, and there's a Ford F-250 with a trailer on the right side of me. Well, we
Hmm.
start getting to this curve, and I start taking it. I slow down a little bit. I slow down a little bit, so now they both start going in front of me, and I'm in the middle, like slowly getting out from between them.
Yep.
And out of nowhere, that Fusion, she just loses like hydroplanes. Bad, bro. Bad. Within like a second, a split second, me and her are looking at each other. She spun and she's like looking at me. I could see her screaming. I'm just like, and she just slams right into that F-250. Boom! And I don't know what happened after that, but I freaking Jamal Charles them and got on with the got on with the road trip. I swear to God, bro, about 15 minutes of that drive after that was just complete silence. Just complete silence. Just
Yeah. And you know what? And something caused you
uh,
to slow down on that turn.
yeah, safe
You
driving
know,
habits.
and that's the universe's way of universing. That's the whole theory behind the burnt toast theory, is that there's certain things that happen to kind of either prevent something negative from happening or prevents or actually have something good happen to you, could right? Because
Ooh, you know what?
maybe something on the flip side to it, it's kind of like the whole being in the right place at the right time type of thing, or the wrong place at
Yeah,
the wrong time. And so there's so many different areas of life that this can touch, whether it's a negative impact or positive impact.
I think I
You
got
got
one.
something else. You got something else.
I
Let's hear it.
think I got one. You said
All
something and
right.
it sparked. So my sister's wedding. LJ was about to be born. 2 weeks. He was born 2 weeks after the wedding. So she could have my lady could have popped at any time. I took a one. I flew out the night before the wedding. One by myself. Flew out, met my family because they had already all been there. It was in North Carolina or South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. We were right next to Clemson. Um, I flew out, met up with the family the night before the wedding. Next day happens. I'm at the wedding, and then I was supposed to fly out that following day. Well, I got so trashed at her wedding. It was supposed to be like a five limit beer, but then her husband decided just to open the bar halfway through the night, and I had just got introduced to Yingling.
Okay.
I went, bro. I can't tell you how many Yinglings I had, and then on top of that, when it came for the toast, my whole table was full of my sisters and my younger cousins. I was 21, so I had all their champagne. Bam, bam. I popped like 6, 7 champagne bottles. Not
I like
bottles, but
how pause you in your story, but I like how you prefaced everything. I was 21.
I had just turned 21. That's what I'm saying. They're younger than me. I had just turned 21, so obviously they couldn't drink. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to drink for them. I had to,
All
hey
right.
guys, no, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
So boom, boom, boom. Night goes on. I'm still drinking. Turns out, so it's like 11 o'clock. Turns out things over there close early. We leave the venue. It's like 11. We go to a bar downtown. They close at 12. So from like 11:30 to 12 o'clock, I knock down a whiskey with a cigar. I'm still feeling good. Me and my grandpa are trying to find somewhere that's open. Um, Nowhere's open because everything closes early. So we end up going back to a hotel. Hotel bar is open. We go to the hotel bar. We close that down till 1 in the morning. Mind you, my flight leaves at like 6:10 in the morning. It's one
Oh my
o'clock in the
God.
morning. Me and my grandpa are getting shit faced at the hotel bar after my sister's wedding. I finally make it back up to my room. I guess I take a nap. I don't remember much. I just remember going down the elevator and I'm like leaning on the elevator door like for dear life. Like it was a glass elevator, so you can see everything around you. I just like remember just like lean on the glass, like oh. My mom's driving me to the airport. Don't remember. Get to the airport. Go. Don't remember going through security. Don't remember going through anything. I just remember sitting down at my gate and watching it, thinking to myself, I hope I don't fly out today. I had to throw up so bad and I couldn't hold it. I went, ran, started throwing up. My flight leaves in like 10 minutes, bro. I'm like dying in the restroom. Just crying. Not crying, but just, whatever. Like just throwing that bad. Just whatever. Clean up, get back to my chair. The 10 minutes goes by and we still haven't boarded. Oh, man, I gotta throw up again. No way. No way. So I run to the restroom, scared. I'm gonna miss my flight. Throwing up more. Flight's still delayed. I end up passing out in my freaking gate for like an hour. Turns out my flight ended up getting canceled because they spilled gasoline when they were trying to refill the plane. So I called my mom
Damn.
and I was like, "Go pick me up from the airport now." Like, yeah, she took me back to the hotel. I knocked out for the rest of the day, bro. I got
Damn.
to get another flight home the next day, sober. It was
Well, see, I
nice.
think I think the burnt toast theory would have worked for you. Like, say, had that plane taken off and you passed out, and then gas ends up leaking off of that plane in the air, and you missed the flight on accident because you were passed out. That would be like a positive thing for you,
Well,
negative thing for everyone else on the plane. But
well, you can look at it this way: spilled
you thought
gasoline. I didn't have to suffer
you were
drunk
gonna
on a
suffer.
plane. I didn't have to
Yeah.
suffer on a plane. I got to go back to the hotel, get a full day's worth of sleep. Negative, someone probably had a business meeting that same day and they didn't get to make it. I was
I
off. I
know.
had nothing planned.
Yeah.
So
Imagine if
I
somebody like
I was living it.
imagine if somebody had something important that they had to somewhere important they had to be and they couldn't make it because of that flight.
Bro, now if the baby was on the way and that happened, I'd have been fucked.
Oh yeah. It'd have been screwed.
Screw it. Dude, that was one of, so
Yeah.
I was so scared because on the flight over there, that was my first time getting in like a small plane.
Hmm.
I flew from Corpus to Houston, from Houston to Greenville, South Carolina. Well, when I was leaving Houston, I couldn't find my gate, first of all. I didn't when I found it, there was no on ramp. They ended up calling us. We had to walk down like the hallway. We went to like another gate open. It went down, and we were on the airport floor, bro. And we boarded up this plane on feet by feet. And it was one chair on one side and two chairs on the other side, and there's probably like 15 rows.
So that's like a jet.
The the turbulence on that thing, bro, was terrible.
Yeah. So we were watching Landman last week and because or this past weekend because it comes out every Sunday a new episode. So we're me and
Yeah.
Yvette were watching Landman and in this particular episode the one of the lawyers has to jump on one of their private jets. And so the captain had come out and told everyone like, "Hey, like we're going to need everyone to just stay buckled in when we get up in the air because we're getting reports of like a crap ton of turbulence." And so it's going to get pretty rough, and so we just want everyone to be safe, and so for that reason it's going to be the seatbelt light is going to be on the entire flight just to save everyone. So get whatever you need to get now, get your drinks, get your food, get whatever it is that you're going to be snacking on, but make sure you hold on to it tight because turbulence is going to be rough. Anyways, they end up going up in the air. Turbulence gets, and I'm talking, this turbulence was rough, at least the way that they play it out in the show, where like shit's
Yeah.
flying everywhere and bags are coming out of the little overheads and
It's
like it's
hot.
that bad. And so
The
Yvette
car
was like,
sliding
man,
down the middle of the plane.
and me and Yvette, we've flown on a couple of planes before and we've gone through some turbulence. Like when we went out to New York, when we flew out to New York, when we started landing, the turbulence was really bad in New York. And so she was like shitting
Yeah.
bricks. So she remembers that like vividly in her head because she was like super scared. She thought we were going down. Like the turbulence felt that bad. And so she was like,
Mhm.
man, she's like, they kind of over exaggerate the turbulence, right? She's like, it's not really like that. I was like, well, no. I was like, this is a jet. This is a private jet. It's smaller. and it's more compact. I was like, so you feel everything, not like the 747s that we're flying on. Those are much
Yeah.
bigger, and it's like, it's like a Cadillac versus like a sports car. You know what I mean? Cadillac's going to ride
Yeah.
nice and smooth. You hit some bumps, you barely feel them. Whereas a sports car, you hit a pothole, you feel that. So I was like, everything is kind of magnified and intensified on a Learjet. And she was like, oh hell no. She's like, I don't ever want to jump on one then. She's like, I don't ever
Oh
want to go on
hell
one of
no.
those then. I was like, I've been on
You're,
one, not on a Learjet, but it was an American Airlines jet, um, similar to like the one you were on, where it's one chair on one side, two on the other, and there's only like a few rows. It doesn't have a whole bunch of rows to it. I mean, literally, it was like big enough to fit like maybe 40 people on the flight tops. Like it was a very small
yeah,
one,
dude.
and
I
I
told my
flew out
mom.
from Corpus to Dallas. And do you
Oh,
feel everything? You feel everything. The flight was quick. The flight was like 40 minutes. It was beautiful. So I was like, dude, 7-hour drive or a 45-minute flight? What do you prefer? You know what I
all
mean?
day long.
Straight up. So it's like
Too
I'm
easy,
taking
bro.
the plane. And so I go up in the air, but dude, you feel everything on these smaller planes. Everything.
Yeah.
So when we jump on a 747 for the first time, I was like, bro, this is nice. This is easy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, girl, this
Really,
is
right?
nice. You ain't got
You're
no
like, I put you in
roaches.
my club.
Like, you ain't got no roaches in here.
Yeah. I told my mom, I was like, I'm on a bus with wings, mom.
Pretty much. But I don't like how Southwest is changing up uh their flight pattern or whatever, their flight seating arrangement. They're going to assigned seating starting in 2026. And I feel like that's kind of what Southwest has kind of made a name for themselves on, is like they made a name for themselves that
Open seating.
there was never assigned seating, so you could just buy your plane ticket, and then if you wanted to, you can pay for your early bird pass, and so that way you can get boarded sooner. And it was only $20 per person, each way. So it's like $80
Yeah.
total for two people to go there and come back to get boarded early, and then you can just kind of pick whatever seat you want to sit in. Me personally, I like flying right next to the wing. I don't know why, but I like flying right next to the wing, and I like to see the little flaps, go up and down. I just like that. Some people prefer the front because they're thinking about when they have to get off the plane. They want to be the first off the plane to just get out and go. So, because it's like a school bus, like you said, right? You
Yeah.
park, everyone's got to get up, and you're just standing there waiting as people are walking past you. But anyways, in 2026, they're changing it to assigned seating now. And I feel like
That's
that's
trash.
gonna I get some people that have mixed emotions about it. They're like, no, 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 like I love that. I hate the fact that it's open seating. Because if you don't pay for the early bird and you wind up getting like boarded last, especially if you have
Yeah.
like a family, y'all are gonna be separated. You
Don't
know?
fly Southwest.
Right.
It's not
Exactly.
for you.
It's not for you. Your finger do
Yeah.
like that.
Bro, so one of my favorite flights, me and my best friend were flying to Salt Lake City. We flew from San Antonio to no, we were from Corpus to we did from Corpus to San Antonio, San Antonio to Vegas, Vegas to Salt Lake. The Vegas to Salt Lake trip, all Southwest. Dude, there was probably 20 of us on that plane. If that. Me and him, I prefer the back of the plane because for whatever the reason, I get pretty nervous in public. Not like nervous, but like I guess I do because I get really gassy. So if an accident were to happen, at least it's in the back of the plane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like to be in the back. Well, anyways, we got on this plane and there was nobody. Like there was like maybe 4 or 5 rows towards the back of the plane that didn't have anybody at all. They're completely empty. So me and him and I, we freaking got a row to ourselves and just lay down for like 45 minutes on the plane, just to our flight from
Damn.
Vegas to Salt Lake.
That's pretty cool.
I got a little glimpse of first class.
A makeshift first class.
A makeshift first class.
I don't know about many airlines first classes, but I have seen Delta's first class, and Delta's first class looks legit, bro. It looks so
Really?
cool. Oh yeah, but like, cause I
Oh,
always look at flights. I'm telling you, like one of these days I'm going to Italy, bro. I always look at flights to Italy just to see how much they cost. And so, you have to find somebody like Delta who will fly out there because not every airline will. And
yeah.
but Delta will. They'll fly you out of Georgia, and so or Atlanta. And anyway, so I look at their first class, bro, and looks nice.
Yeah. So the only way I'm
Nice.
flying over the water is in first class.
That is a pretty penny, my friend.
I know,
Very
but
expensive.
it's as I said about 2 minutes ago. For whatever the reason, I get extremely nervous around people, and I get real gassy. So that first class is highly, highly needed, depending on how nervous I get around people.
I think I would just be
But
more
it's so
nervous about
weird.
being in the air for that long.
I just want to have
Because
my
I
own
don't
space. That's it. Like that's the only thing I get nervous about. I just like my space. Just want my space. I don't want to
I
be
definitely like my
crowded
space
around
too,
people.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. I definitely feel that for sure too. Um, but yeah, I get what you're coming from. But yeah, definitely. If ever I go to Italy, bro, I'm gonna have to take the first class flight. I just want to experience it. You know what I mean? I'm going somewhere where
Yeah,
I've never been before. I might as well experience something I've never experienced before. And that's first class, dog. That's
right
first
on. Hell
class.
yeah, that's
You know?
that's be so fun.
I'm like, bring me my champagne, please. And
Please, your first class.
I'll take my peanuts too, please. Okay. And whatever else I could get for free.
Whatever else I could get for free. Complimentary napkin. Here's a water.
Yeah, right. That's also the really cool thing about Southwest, man, is like they give you like a free drink and a snack on your flight. Dude. And those crackers that they give you, bro, they taste so good. I don't know what it is about those crackers. They taste so good.
Really? I
I'll be
wouldn't
like,
know.
what?
I don't
I'll be
eat
like,
or drink.
I'll be like looking at everybody else. I'm like, you can eat that? Oh no, man. Here you go. All right, cool. I'll take
You
it,
love
bro.
me. I give you all my stuff.
Hell yeah. Love it,
I'm
bro.
telling you, I don't eat. I don't eat the whole day before a flight.
Because you get nervous.
I don't want. I just, dude. I've had to take a shit on a plane, and it was so embarrassing. So after that,
Mm,
that was the first time I ever got on a plane. The bubble guts
interesting.
came, and I had to go. So I went. I had food in me, and everything came out, and yeah,
You went on the plane?
so on the plane, bro.
Interesting.
13, no, four, like, man, how old was I? 14 or 15? Like 14 or 15 years old, bro.
And so I take it you don't like to use the restroom in public. Like you don't like to go number two in
Nope,
public. Yeah, I'm the
I
same
don't.
way.
No,
Yvette
so
thinks I'm
I,
crazy.
I actually I don't. Actually, I don't mind. I don't. I don't care, but I don't know what it is. Honestly, it's just the. I've never been able to figure it out. So way back in the day, back in the middle school and early high school days, when I would meet a new person and I would go over to their house, I would get the same feelings, and I would blow up their restroom. Every
Oh my
time,
god.
bro. Every time. It never failed.
Oh, okay.
And
Keep going.
it just followed me all the way up through life. And I don't know what it is or what triggers it. And it's like I feel like I don't think I'm a shy person. I really don't get nervous around people. I'm really not afraid to express myself, do things, be on camera, stuff like that. So like I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe that's just me trying to overcome the real nervousness that I'm feeling. It's a coping mechanism. Maybe I am nervous and I just do this to try to cope with it, but I don't know, man. Anytime I'm like in a crowd or something, I get really bad bubble guts. So if there's no food in
Dang.
me, I'm good. I won't use the
Right.
restroom.
Yeah. Because there's
But
nothing to come out.
there's nothing there. But if I go to the airport on some breakfast or something, I'm sorry, sorry everybody in the plane.
Like eat some chili the night before and just have
Yeah,
a
see, I
flight,
won't. If I know if it's a
4
morning,
a.m. flight.
if it's a morning flight, I won't eat that night. I won't eat dinner.
So
But yeah,
I'm
I'm good.
similar that way, but in terms of like drinking. So like my biggest thing is I hate to throw up. Like I don't, and I will do anything and everything in my power to stop myself from throwing up. So I felt like that. I feel like that on flights. I don't know why. Same thing. Like if I know we're gonna go to like say Six Flags and we're gonna ride some roller coasters, I won't eat. I'll eat the
Hmm.
night before, but I won't eat the morning of, and then I won't eat
Same.
anything until we've gone through all the rides. Just so that way I
Yep.
can kind of eliminate that experience from ever happening. And so um it's the same thing for whenever we go on a boat. We're going to go fishing, especially like my first
Oh,
time cuz I wasn't sure if I was going to get seasick. And so I was like, "You know what? I'm just not going to eat or drink anything the night before because I don't know if I'm going to get seasick, and if I do, I don't want to be sitting there throwing up on the boat. So if I don't eat, I got nothing to throw up." That was my thought logic, you know what I mean? And it worked out. I mean, I didn't get seasick, and so after a couple of more tries of going on a boat, going fishing, whatever, and I mean, I'm talking going through some heavy waves, bro, like 4-foot waves, 2-foot chops, like you know what I mean? Like rough crap, you know. And sometimes the waves that get even bigger, like you'll have, 8, 10-foot swells, like that's when it gets really
yeah,
fucking rough. But I never got seasick. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess I don't get seasick. I'm good. I remember this one
yeah,
time, dude. I remember this one time. Remember, I don't know if you would have been around because this happened in Corpus. We took the deep sea fishing trip. Did you go on that?
yeah.
You were
I was just
there?
about to ask you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Do you remember Alex?
And then homeboy was in the back of the boat the boat the whole time asleep.
Dude, I remember Alex was talking
I still got
so much
videos of him like
shit,
crying,
bro.
throwing up, bro.
Dude, he was talking so much shit about, oh, I don't get seasick, and y'all better make sure y'all pack y'all's Dramamine and all this other shit. And he's like, man, he goes, we're gonna have a blast, bro. Like 10 minutes in to set and sail on that damn thing, and this dude was in the back throwing up, everything, passed out, sleeping the whole entire trip. We had to catch his fish for him. And I just remember everyone was just dogging on him bad because he was talking so much crap. I'm like, dude, that is
Oh
karma
man,
kicking you in the ass so bad right now.
it was two of them, right?
And then he comes off the boat and he's like, man, I don't know why I felt like that. Like this has never happened to me before. And I'm like, bro, come on,
It's never
dog.
happened because that was your first time,
That must have been your first time on the boat, dude.
bro. That was my first time DC fishing, but
It only takes
I
one
wasn't.
time to
I've been on a
figure
boat
out if
my
you're seasick.
well. I mean, I've been. So that's the thing. Like I've been on boats my entire life. I grew up going fishing on boats with my grandpa and
Yeah.
then my best friend. But actually, out in the deep sea, completely different. But I was still adjusted and ready for it. But that day was actually pretty bad, dude. I ain't gonna lie. So I did start to feel it a little bit, just a little bit. But it was like first thing in the morning when we were still at the dock and they were telling us like, "Hey, it's a rough one. We're getting ready to leave." Blah 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 blah. I was sitting in the cabin because I was so tired, and
Dude, I couldn't be in that cabin.
I was
It
like,
was too hot.
I had my head on the thing because I was trying to take a nap, and we had just started to leave, and I just remember sitting there and I was just like, "Oh yeah, let's go. I gotta stand up." And I went outside, and they're like, "You good?" And I was like, "I got kind of dizzy in there." And they're like, "Well, that's the worst place to be." And I was like,
Yes.
"Really?" And they're like, yeah, in the
Oh
middle of
yeah.
the boat in the cabin, you feel everything. And I was just like,
Well, just in the
oh man, I
cabin
was
alone
so
itself,
tired.
dude, like that air, it's like, so that's the thing about, that's the only thing I don't really like about airplanes either, is the AC units. They don't blow like cold air.
Cold air,
It's like
air,
air.
filtered air.
Yeah, it's just, it's not cold and it's not hot,
It's a
but it's just,
it's a can of AIR.
yeah, something, right? And so it's just the way it hits you, it's just like you want it because you want to feel some breeze on you because you're in this capsule that's enclosed with no wind. But
Yeah,
at the same time, it just bothers the fuck out of you. It's like annoying. And so the AC unit in that cabin on that boat was god awful.
that
It was
was
like
terrible.
terrible. And so I had to get out of that thing. And then I just was looking around at everyone, and everyone's just there like, and I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Didn't I go with you? Who did I ride up with?
No, you didn't go with me. I had
Well,
I rode up by myself because I had Mark Medlin and like one of his guys stay at my house the night before
oh,
because
they
they
stayed at your
were,
crib.
yeah, because they didn't have a place to crash and they didn't want to pay for a hotel because it was like, you know, I don't know, whatever.
Just to
And
sleep
so, yeah, and
for
so
a
I
couple
guess they kind of,
hours.
well, and I guess they wanted, somebody to hang out with, because they're coming from, I think they're coming from like the Valley or Austin area, something like that. And so, he
Yeah.
had put a
Well,
hit
I
out
mean, that was
on
kind
the
of like
emails.
that's kind of like the way. Yeah, yeah. I about to say that was just kind of like how we did back then.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, bro. I was like, y'all come over to the crib, man. Come over to the crib. We'll hang out, cook some food, whatever. So they did. Hung out and chill. Everybody passed out, went to sleep. Woke up the next day, took off, and so yeah.
Albert didn't go, right?
No, I don't think Albert went. Dallas went. I remember Dallas being there. Me and him were like sitting
Dallas
right
went.
next
I
to
was
each
with
other.
Dallas on the boat.
Well, then
Yeah,
you
me
would have
and
been right
Dallas were
next to
together
me
on the boat.
because
I think I might have went up with.
it
I went
was
up with
me and
Mike,
then
I think,
Dallas. It was me and then
and
Dallas.
Dallas was catching everything.
Dude, he was like on fire.
He was.
He
I was
caught
getting
that.
so frustrated. He was, yeah. So then, yeah, it was Dallas and
Dude,
you,
I think he
and but
caught
yeah, it
like,
was me and Dallas next to each other.
okay, so then
He
we
caught a
were. So but
cobia. He caught a
yeah,
tuna.
he caught two kingfish
He
and
caught a
two
little
red
shark,
snapper.
right?
No, he
He
didn't
caught a
catch the shark.
mahi.
Yeah, dude, he was on fire, bro. I remember the kingfish that I pulled in, bro. When I hooked up to my kingfish, we're sitting there and the boat
A
was just
cobia.
like
That's what
getting
he caught,
super freaking rocky. And so I remember at one point
bro. Well,
it starts going, and I
that's when,
swear to you, like I was like this parallel with the water, and I'm pulling
bro.
in my
Yes, because
kingfish. Well,
that's
we
the
look
boat
down,
turned.
yes, and so like we look
It
down,
turned, and the waves were crashing like towards us.
and you could see my fish. Well, bro, this big old like motherfucker. It looked like a gigantic shark. You remember that?
Bro, that
And
thing
I
was, dude,
freaking,
that thing had was so huge, bro.
and they tried saying it was a dolphin. I was like, no, bro, that's a shark.
No,
There's no way
hell
that was a
no, that was no
dolphin.
dolphin, bro.
Dude, that
We
looked
all
like
knew
a
what that
freaking,
was,
like a 12, 15-foot shark, bro. And it
dude. That was. It had to been
right
like a bull
underneath it.
shark or something. Like it was,
Yes, dude.
bro.
That was
I wish someone got
crazy.
that on camera, bro. I swear, I was waiting for it to come back and launch up some Shark Week shit, bro.
Straight up. Yeah. I was like, am I really gonna hook up to this shark pulling a kingfish in? Like, that'd be so dope. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, we
Yeah,
wouldn't have been able to pull
I
that
remember
fucking
that.
shark up.
It was a dolphin.
Yeah.
But it
I was
turned
like,
out
there's no
he
way.
was the captain didn't want to he didn't want to deal with the shark, so that's why he told us. So we wouldn't try to catch it.
Mm,
Because apparently the equipment, well, not apparently, but the equipment and everything wasn't built for a shark, so he didn't want us fucking up his stuff.
mm,
That's
gotcha.
what one of the deckhands had told me.
Dude, the way that my hats were, I was tipping my cap off to those guys, bro, because the way that they're able to walk without having to hang on to the rails, Like they got their sea legs underneath them, bro. That's a whole other
Yeah,
different like that's a whole different skill set right there in its own. Is your ability to be able to walk on a boat hitting those waves like that. It's insane.
dude, the way they were tying those knots super fast.
They
I was
were like
like,
hook your rigs
what
up
kind of
really
knot are
quick.
you doing? Yeah, dude, 5 seconds. Bam. Here you go. It's ready to go.
Yep.
What
All
do you
while the waves
mean?
are fucking sending you crashing down and everything. Like you're over here holding onto the rails and shit. That was
That was
fun
so
though.
fun.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Good times.
That's funny. We were like,
Yeah, yeah.
we were right next to each other. We don't even remember each other standing there next to each other.
Bro, I just remember really I'm like, I just remember Dallas catching all the fucking fish.
I know. I was like, you
And I
motherfucker.
remember homeboy in the back of the thing just throwing up the whole time. I
Hmm.
remember the shark.
Well, it's nice to know that
Fake,
somebody
very
else was
big.
there that remembers that because I tell that story all the time, and they're like, "No, no," and I'm like, "No, dude, you don't understand how big this shadow was, and you don't
Yes.
realize
And the
like,
fact that we were falling into the water at the time.
yes, I thought the boat was damn near gonna tip over. I was like, oh shit, this is nuts,
Dude.
but what a blast, dude! What a blast it was to be on there.
Yeah. Hey,
But
if
I'm glad
anyone
that
that was on that trip sees this, share your story with us.
yeah. Whoever was on the right side of the boat, let us know if you remember that shark. Because we were on the right side of the boat. So
Yeah,
yeah. That was good times, man.
that's fun. Heck yeah. Well,
Hey, and that kingfish was pretty fucking good too. Because I caught one. I caught my two snapper and I caught that kingfish and I had the guy cut me steaks out of it. And dude, it was awesome. Remember coming home,
I ended
cooked
up
us up
taking
a couple
someone's
of
fish.
steaks. Did you really?
Yeah, someone didn't want their fish or they couldn't take their fish, so they gave me their fish.
Probably Alex. Yeah, right.
I didn't drop his name all episode. Why'd you do that? That's funny.
Yeah. No, those are some good times, man. But like I said, I'm glad that you were on that same thing because like I said, I tell that story all the time and no one's like, whatever. But I try to tell people too, it's like you don't realize, when you're on land, you don't feel like anything. Like just from a personal level, right? You don't feel like anything when you're on land. And this world is big, but at times it seems kind of small. But like for you, when you're out there and when you can look all four ways and you don't see no land, you quickly realize just how small you are in this world. And especially in a territory that is not suited for human beings, like
Dude,
water.
we were what, 80 miles out, 60 miles out, something crazy.
Now, I don't remember how far out. I mean, shit, dude, we used to go. I remember there was a guy that worked there with us. His name was Del Rio. Del Rio was cool as shit. He had a 22-foot sea hunt boat, center console. We used to go out there all the time, bro. We would go 40 miles out in that itty bitty ass thing. We'll go 40 because I don't think
Damn.
we went. I don't think we went that far out. I think we may have went 10 or 15 miles out on that boat, but we were out
Oh
there
no,
for
dude,
like
we,
eight
we had to go
hours.
far because we were driving or whatever for like 2 or 3 hours each way back, bro. It
Yeah, but
felt.
you got to realize you're only going
Dude,
30 miles.
we
You're
went
only going
far.
maybe top speed like 30, 40 miles an hour. So you got to realize that. So like, and that's even if that. That's if you're lucky
I,
if you're going 30 miles an hour.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
could
know
have
they
sworn
measure it out
someone
in
said we
knots,
were like
but
60 miles out there.
I don't think so. Because they don't go by mileage; they go by time. So like they don't tell you how far you're going out. They just you buy the trip based on time. So you can either do a 6 hour course. You can do 8 hours or you can do 10. Now, obviously, the longer
Well,
you
yeah,
do, the
and
further
they
out
all
you
have
can
their own
go.
little courses. That
Yeah. Now, we did
yeah,
go a little bit further out than what was expected because the original planned trip, wherever he was taking, whatever spot he was taking us to, wasn't hitting. And so I remember him coming on the intercom and was like,
yeah,
"Hey guys, like, I don't know if y'all want, but it doesn't seem like nobody's hitting here. I know of another spot that's about another 40 minutes out. If you guys are up for it, we can go out there, guaranteed catch." And so we're like, "Fuck yeah!"
yeah, and we
And we went out
sure
there, and that's
shit
where
it was.
bro, we were limiting out like within seconds. And you know what really sucks, dude? Is it really sucks that the limit on snapper is down to 2. Because at once upon a time it used to be 4. And that's what I don't understand. Is it
Damn,
used to be 4, they dropped it down to 2. But it's like, bro, when you get
commercial
about
fishing just got so big.
yeah, but it's like, dude, why did that have to affect us? You know, that shouldn't have to affect us.
Yeah,
It's not like everybody owns a boat. You know what I mean? So it's not like
yeah. How
you
many
could
times
just
am I
go out there.
realistically going to do this?
Yeah, you're not throwing a cast net out there and pulling in, 80 fucking mullets or some shit. You're going out deep sea fishing, like you're in the middle of nowhere. There's no land surrounding you whatsoever. You know how big the ocean is? Ocean is gigantic. And you think that me catching 4 snapper is going to affect that species of fish? And on top of that, you have to be a certain size. If I recall correctly, snappers have to be, I believe, 16 inches long or longer. But bro, you go to HEB all the time and you see like an 8-inch fucking snapper for sale. What the hell kind of shit is that?
Yeah,
And
they're
it even
tiny.
says, like caught in the Gulf of America. So it's like, come on, dude. You're gonna make me abide by a certain rule, but they don't. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Whatever. But I just wish it was up, Scott. Dude, I
whatever.
remember we went out with Del Rio. It was 5 of us. We all jumped in the boat. We went out there and we limited out everyone. Those 5 guys. We all limit out 4 fish each. We brought back, dude. It was like easily over 200 pounds of snapper that we brought home, and it was freaking nice, bro. Everyone left with 2-gallon sacks, and we ate some that night beforehand. So we came back home, cleaned the fish, threw a fish fry right then and there in the backyard, finished cleaning the rest of the fish, loaded up. Everyone left with two 1-gallon sacks filled to the brim with snapper. It was awesome.
Damn,
Yeah. And dude,
damn.
snapper's expensive, bro. When you buy it from like HEB, it's like $30 a pound.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never bought a fish like that.
Yeah, snapper is expensive. Expensive,
Jeez,
but it's also like, in my opinion, dude, it's like the best tasting fish ever in the sea. Best tasting fish by far.
that's a very interesting take.
Yeah. I like
Really?
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
like snapper over mahi?
Yeah. I mean, snapper again, I wholeheartedly, that's just my personal take. That's my personal opinion. Is I love the taste of red snapper and I will live on that hill. I will die on that hill. I believe that that is the best tasting fish in the sea.
Wow,
Now, I'm not saying everything else
interesting.
sucks because I love seafood in general. Like you put any seafood in front of me, I'm eating it. You know what I mean? But if I have a
Yeah,
preference, like if I want a personal dish and red snapper's on the menu, I'm getting some red snapper, dog. Oh yeah.
is it the white, the flakiness? What about the snapper?
It just has good flavor.
You know,
Yeah. Shit, I might have to fry
nice.
me up some tomorrow, dude. I might throw a fish fry tomorrow. I got red snapper in the freezer right now, baby.
I'm on my way.
Shit.
Hey,
Come on down, dog.
I wish.
Come on
I
down,
wish.
baby.
Boy, got work. I gotta be an adult, man.
So what you guys got going on for Christmas, bro?
Uh, a lot of Christmas stuff. Presents, music, family. I'm just kidding. No,
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
I
But
guess I'm
like,
not kidding. Yeah,
what are y'all
pretty
gonna
much.
what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all staying home for Christmas? Or are y'all traveling? Or
Oh, we're staying home. Yeah, I only got Christmas Day off, so
oh, okay,
gonna stay home. I gotta work the day before and the day after,
I feel that.
so we'll be here.
What is it on Thursday, right?
It's cool. Thursday, bro.
Do we have a leap year next year? When's the next leap year? Do you
Eight,
know? In
8,
2028?
28.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not a leap year next year. So that means that Christmas will be on a Friday next year. And then, which is nice because then you get, for most people, they'll get a Saturday off sometimes.
Get the weekend off.
Yeah.
The whole weekend off.
Yep. And then what is it? 2027. Christmas is going to fall. Yep. Christmas will fall on a Saturday in 2027. Those are the best, dude. Cause like if you get off for Christmas, that means you get off for New Year's. You know what I'm talking about? Like if it's on a day that you're supposed to work, especially like a
Yeah.
weekend, those are so nice. Like working
Saturdays.
over at Discount, it was badass, bro. Like if Christmas Day fell on Saturday, because you work a half day Friday, you're off Saturday, off Sunday, and then if you
Mhm.
got off on Monday for like your regular day off, you have yourself a nice little 3.5 day weekend, bro. It was beautiful.
Oh man, I miss. Man, working 6 days, 7 days a week ain't bad.
Yeah, once you go working no weekends, you don't ever want to work a job that has weekends ever. Ever.
Yeah.
And you know it's funny, right? So like whenever I first left, right, it was a big transition, obviously, because I've been there for so long. And so you know, you always hear stories of guys that leave and they're like, you know, I don't miss the job, but I miss the people. I miss the people. That's what everyone would always say. And so Yvette would always ask me, she's like,
Yeah.
you ever want to go back? And I'm like, nope. And she's like, why? She's like, what exactly do you see that you're like, okay, you know what? I don't want to go back or whatever. And I'm like, well, all it takes is one trip driving right past one on a Saturday morning. That's it. Easy.
Ha
I said, because every time I drive
ha.
past one on a
You see
Saturday
people parked
morning, I
outside.
look at it and I see them in there and I'm like, that would have been me. And instead, I'm out going over
Yeah.
here,
Facts. I'm like,
going to
fuck
have some
that.
fun or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, nope. I'm so happy to be where I'm at today. Thank the Lord. And that would be the only way that you could probably get me back is giving me weekends off,
Same.
which we know would never happen. So
Oh, yeah.
until that day comes,
Anyway,
anyways, man, we'll
yeah,
end
I
it
ain't
here
going
because
back for anything.
we'll end it here, brother, because you're starting to chop up a little bit. And so think we got a pretty good little day's worth of conversation. And what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
I'm cool with it, bro.
all right, folks. Well, it's been fun hanging out here on Wednesday. Like I said, December 17th, 2025. It's been great, man. Christmas is next Thursday. So for everyone out there, Merry Christmas. And hope everything is going right for you guys. I hope everyone's able to enjoy their time with family and friends and, you know, cook those cookies that you always wanted to cook and do everything that you wanted to do, man. Go have some fun. Enjoy your holidays. But we'll see you guys here on Friday, 9:30 for this weekend's matchup. What is it? Week 16 of the NFL. So we'll talk about some upcoming matchups and the potential stories. provide some other storylines like Tua getting benched for the rest of the season, and what the Miami Dolphins are going to do as the
Dang!
as the future
Quinn
is
Ewers as the
potentially starting
starter.
to look a little bit brighter. Yes, Quinn Ewers will be starting this weekend against the Bengals. And so I like this move. I think that it's a great move by the organization. I think it was very much needed. This should have happened last year. This
You're
should have happened
biased.
probably
You're being
3 years ago.
biased.
I am very biased because not only am I a fan of the Dolphins, but I'm also a Texas fan. And so, yeah, I know that Quinn Ewers can sling it. And you look at his ability to have explosive plays over at Texas versus Tua's inability to have explosive plays where he's at now. You have a quarterback that should be able to scramble. Um, he's got a cannon of an arm, dude. A cannon of an arm. So I'm expecting like if he gets in a really good week's worth of practice with the ones and Mike McDaniels just unloads all these fucking hidden plays that he's had for someone who can sling the ball 60 yards down the field, money baby. I'm ready for it. I hope that just Quinn Ewers just comes in and just lights it up, dude. Not to mention you're going up against a Bengals defense which is really not all that great. So if there's really somebody you wanted to kind of test his will against and kind of
Yeah.
make him look good, it'd be against the Bengals. But we'll catch up on that a little bit later on Friday. We'll talk about Tua getting benched. We'll talk about the upcoming matchups. We'll talk about the future of the Miami Dolphins and what they should be looking forward to. Maybe potentially get into some teams that are not making the playoffs. Maybe some things that they just need to kind of change, you know? What do you think?
Maybe just a little bit more about the Texans and how they're the hottest team in the NFL right now.
Yeah, Jalen Petrie is that dog. Hey, and I love him rocking the Guardian
Bark,
cap, dude.
bark.
Love him rocking the
Yeah, he's the
Guardian
only
cap.
guy
He
that can
looks,
have aura with the Guardian
yeah,
cap.
he's got total aura with the Guardian cap. Love it. So, anyways, chat,
Only one, because
everybody,
I thought that thing was so dumb.
whether you're watching live or watching the run back, man, we appreciate everyone that's kind of lasted this long into the show. Again, as always, please like and subscribe to the content. That's the best way to support the work that we do here. And please share the channel with somebody that you know, a friend, a family, anything like that. We really appreciate everything that you guys can do for us. But until then, we'll see you guys on Friday at 9:30. Peace.